Okay, so today's lesson we'll try to complete those last 2-3 problems, 9, 10 from lesson 7.3, the homework that you already have, right? So I'll go straight away. Now the question is, what is this? Okay. Now from the compound angle formula, whether do you know the sin A plus B? What is that formula? Can you just tell me quickly?
It's sin A times cosine B.
Sin A times or minus?
Sin
Now
A.
the only reason there's a minus, I'm going to use minus, right?
Yes.
So that is sin
A times cosine B minus cosine A times sin
Okay,
B.
so that's like from this is what we needed here. So all is in this case the A that you see here, this A, the red A is what is here? Theta. Do you see that? Red A is theta, and the blue color is this is the blue one. So the B is the blue color, right? So now let's see what is given is tan theta is 12, and that's positive. Okay. So what we will do is we'll try to get two triangles. First one, let's make a triangle for this. Can you draw this quickly? So it is 12 by 5. Looks like 12 is a big number, so I'll have to do this part. So it is like 12 over 5. And the angle is theta, so this is the theta, this is the angle, which is the theta, correct? Now, so the moment you see 5 and 12, can you tell me what will be the third side without doing any work? Do you remember on this geometry class? If you have 5, 12, by default, what is the third one? 3, 4, 5, yeah, Pythagorean triplet, right? So likewise, we should be knowing by now, if it is 5, it is 12. If you don't know what you do, take the square root, put all that. Right? Correct? No? See, this is like your A, right? This is B, and you want to find C. What is the Pythagorean formula in A square? B square is C square, agree? And you just plug in there 5 square plus 12 square is C square. And you put 25 plus 169 is C square. You add up, you get how much? This is 144, correct? And you add up, it becomes 169. And put a square root. How much is C is? 30. So by now, this should be known directly. 5 and 5, 12, 13 go together, always. Okay, like that there's another one, 5, 8, 15, 17. So this, you should know this. And then 20, 21, 29, and any multiple of that. So if it is 3, 4, 5, you multiply 2, 6, 8, 10 also become, when you multiply it. Do you see how it works? So 6, 8, 10 also, or you multiply 2, 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5. So this also is true. Makes sense. Anyway, so my point I was saying is, so now for this, if this is 5, that is 12, what is this one? 13, okay? But this doesn't help for the next one because these are not nice numbers. This is like, let's say, draw a triangle, and there's the opposite, this is the opposite over hypotenuse, so this is square root of 10, and this is 10. And the angle here is the side here. So this is again another phi. This is also called phi. This one is called psi. This is, say, psi kind of thing. And I don't know how to say, write it. So that's like a psi. That's like a phi. The Greek letters. Alpha, beta, gamma, lambda, all those things. They have this alpha, beta, gamma, lambda, see, mu, again, delta. So those are all letters. Okay, so let's go directly. Now, in this case, if this is 10 and that is the square, we can't do directly. You have to use, right? So can we use Pythagorean formula? So I want to know what is this hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is directly leg square plus leg square. That's the formula you can use, and the leg is the 10. One of them is 10, and the other one is square root of 10. Oh, I messed up, right? Where's my mistake here? Is this should be 10? What is sine means? Where should be this 10 come? So for this angle, that's the opposite, right? And so this is the hypotenuse. So that means this is opposite root square root of 10, and that's the hypotenuse. Got it? So this won't help us, this one. So all you do is, okay, you want to figure out the other leg, this leg. So the formula is leg equals square root of the hypotenuse square minus the leg square. So this is a shortcut you can directly write and say, okay, I want to know this leg. So you write 10 times 10, which is, okay, let's write the step, minus square root of 10 and x. Is that okay? So this is like a little tricky, be careful. So I messed up there. So opposite of a hypotenuse, you know, that's why I put this is square root of 10 and then, okay, Nathalie? Are you got confused? Tell me where are you become. You have to ask me, otherwise I won't know. Because I confused you by putting 10 here, remember? It should be here, because that's the hypotenuse. Because sine is opposite of a hypotenuse, the definition. So katoa, we forget. So ka. So now let's check. So this is leg equals, what is 10 square is? 100. And the square root of 10 into this crosses are get 10, correct? So the leg is square root of 100 minus this is 90. Agree? Nobody's saying it. This we can write as 9 times. Let's see why I'm writing this 10. 9 times 10. So which is, you can separate the radical time. So this 9 will be right here. And we do know what is square root of 9 is 3. So that's like reducing to the lowest possible form. Instead of writing square root of 90, you kind of make it more smaller by writing 9 times 10. Your question is why 9? Because square root of 9 is 3, right? So it's like making it more smaller. Is that okay? So this on this leg now is this part is 3 square root of okay. Now you know all the 3 sides, correct? Do you know all 3 sides? So from here, can you tell me what is sine theta here? What is the sine of this here? Very good. That part. But the question is it going to be minus or plus? Remember this, they did give us the theta is third quadrant. That means the angle basically is something like this. It is theta, this is how it is. So this is in which quadrant this is? In the third. Both are minus. So cosine and sine, both are negative. Can you see that? So you can't just write 12 over 13, it has to be minus 12 over 13. Can I see everybody writing now? Are you with me? Why it is minus? Jocelyn?
Yeah, because it's not
Third quadrant, so it has to be cosine, sine, both are negative. That's how you can remember. And cosine theta is, can you finish it, Miss I, the other one? It's just same, right?
Yeah, 5 over.
So 5 over, but again minus sign. So I'll put this, these are important things because you need it once in the formula when we apply. So, And now we did that one. We need to write this side also. So in this side, for this phi, what is sine of phi? Valerie. So which quadrant is given here?
The sine. So it's negative square root of 10 over 10.
So which quadrant is that? The angle is the fourth quadrant. What is the meaning of this? The angle goes around like this, goes somewhere here. Can you see that? And here it is plus and minus, right? So it means the cosine is plus and the sine is minus. See how to identify? So if you forget, that's how you do. So sine phi is opposite over hypotenuse, right? So this is, but remember it has to be minus. So minus, opposite is square root. See, these are little hard problems, okay? So you need to take care of so many things here. Oh God. So this is opposite over opposite over what?
Yeah.
So opposite over 10, correct? Yes or no? And cosine psi. Because in the formula we are going to use all those two, see this sine theta, cosine theta. We also have to use sine phi and cosine phi. So cosine phi is adjacent over. So now I don't want to write that adjacent opposite. In your mind we should be thinking that, hey, that's cosine, it's adjacent. Adjacent is 3 square root of 10 divided by hypotenuse is 10, correct? So just keep it, you don't do nothing because you can't cancel. And this answer is plus. The reason is, can you see it? Cosine is positive. Agree? Okay, so now I'm going to put this also in the box. So those two and these two, and we are done after that. So, yeah, listen, the step number 1 is they gave you something, two information is given about 2 angles information. One of the angles is in the 3rd quadrant and the second angle is in the 4th quadrant. And then you use that up. So now let's see, the question was what is sine theta minus phi? So let's write this again. Sine of theta minus phi. And remember, this is like your A, correct? Yes or no? And the B is the other one. This is the B. Agree? So by formula, let me write this formula again one more time. It is bless you, sine, cosine, and because I'm using minus, the minus carries cosine and sine. Is that okay? Right, Valerie? So this is okay, I forgot. So what is that? A is theta. So this theta goes right here. Agree? Natali? Jocelyn, can you help me now? Radha? What should I put?
What's the B? What
The
is that
symbol,
called?
right?
Yeah,
That-
the symbol.
Yeah, phi. You call it phi.
Right.
The psi is different, you know, there's something, I also forget. This is psi, and this is phi. This is epsilon. There are a lot of things. This is epsilon. This is delta. Lambda, you know, right? Alpha, beta, gamma, everybody knows. But these are like in addition, they use the Greek letters.
I.
Greeks were known, first mathematician. They have so many pyramids, the pyramids in Egypt. Okay, now can we plug in what is sine theta? So that's right here. So it's negative 12 over 13. What about cosine phi? Look at that, cosine phi.
Times plus times
3 times over. Mind, what is cosine theta from here?
Negative 5 over 13.
-5/13 times
Negative
sine phi there. It's minus. It's a lot of too much of work, right? And if you understand this, you learn lot right there. Oh, what else we can do is just see if you can cross out something, maybe like in this case, this 3, the 13, nothing goes, 3 does not divide none of them, but at least we can think of 12 and 10. Is there a number which divides 12 and 10?
So then, couldn't
You-
you do
you-
like 36?
You know what I'll do is, if I write, oh yeah, 2 goes 6 times here, 2 goes 5 times, yes or no? Okay, the goal thing is I only wanted to make sure you have the same denominator. It looks like I can reduce this. 2 goes 6 times and 2 divides 5 times, right? No? Does 2 divide 12?
Yeah.
Does 2 divide 10?
But on the other side, to the
You can think of 5 divides 5, 1 times 5. 5 times 1 is 5. And 5 divides 10 how many times? So now when you do this, see the problem is now, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know, I wanted to cancel. Because this is going to be 13 times 5 is 65 something. And that is 13. So let's not cross this out and let's keep it as it is and see what's going on. Is that okay?
Couldn't you just do like,
Yeah, just multiply the top number and the bottom number. The denominator is going to be 130 here. Here also then is 130, agree? So this minus will remain, and 12 times 3 is 36 square root of 10. And this 2 negative will become positive, watch this. So don't get confused, this is like together actually, sir. They're like together. They are like actual numbers. So this 2 negative makes it positive, and 5 square root of 10. And your final answer will be, now they have the same denominator, so 130. And you can write this as minus 36 square root of 10. This is minus 5. Is that okay? I don't even know why they gave so complicated question this. But you see the next one is the easiest one. And that will do quickly, fast. If you can understand this, problem 10 is straight away with easy numbers. But this one is like because of the radical sign. And you can add this and you get negative 41 square root of 10, 130. Ha, ha, ha. Is that okay, Jocelyn? Okay. Start. So let's do, that's the last one, and then we go 7.3. Remember I told we'll finish the last 2 problems, and then move to the double angle formula problems, home 7.3. So this is 7.3, almost we are ending. So make a 2 triangles for that. I give it 1-2 minutes to try 10. Question number 10. So first decide which quadrant they give you. And accordingly you must know which ratio is positive and negative. Can I have your paper? I'll give you fast. So this is, oh, they gave you sine and u is 3/5 And cosine of V is negative 8 and 17, right? Both UV are in second quadrant. When you talk about second quadrant means the two angles, U, maybe this one is U, let's put this is angle U, and there's another angle, green color. So there's another angle, green one, look at, there's another angle which is what? V, can you see that? Well, did you see that? I made two colors, one for orange color to say, oh, that's U. So this one is the angle U, and the other one is V, right? And both, if you see this, if you see this, that means if I try to put the coordinates, it's always negative and positive, right? So the cosine is the first, that's x, and sine is the second, correct? So you already know which one is positive and negative. So what all you do is draw two triangles like this. Now this is cosine, so this is 8. So anyway, it doesn't matter. So this angle, the orange color, so the orange color is U, so I put a, and this is the U, and the green is this one. Is that okay? You said, are you with me? So whatever the information is there, I have to make two triangles. The only reason is to understand. Okay. So here, so they give a sine is the opposite of, what is this? Opposite of a hypotenuse. So which one is, so this will be what? So that's 3, right? And this one is?
5,
So what is this?
4.
You can remember that 3, 4, 5 go together? You don't even have to do nothing. 3, 4, 5. What about the other one? Cosine is adjacent over? So this will be 8, correct? That's the adjacent. That's the hypotenuse. And what is the hypotenuse here? Do you remember I had written down here which number? 15, very good, that's 15. Now my question is, if you get confused with this, if you do not know, you have to do Pythagorean formula. You have to say, okay, a square, b square, c square, like, or you could directly say the hypotenuse is always leg square plus leg square, or any leg is hypotenuse square minus. So you can always remember that. But since we know already, why the hell we even have to do all that? They say, okay, if this is 8, 17, that is by default 50, that's it. Once you know this, the sine u is right here, see, this is sine u. Can I write cosine u here? So this is the good information that you have. And now can we write cosine of the same angle, what is this, u, sorry, so cosine of u, right? See, I'm putting the color, the orange color. So this is the orange color. They gave us sine of u is 3/5, which is 3/5. Now the cosine of v is what? Nathali, quick.
Cosine?
Yeah.
It's gonna be 4/5.
4.
Negative,
Yes, why negative?
because it's in the second quadrant.
Yeah, because it's in the second quadrant. And you can see cosine is negative, right? So I'll put a box because that's important. Those are the main steps. If you go this other side, they gave you this one is already cosine v is given, so you need to know what is sine of v. What is sine of v here? Jocelyn. So for this angle, remember that's the opposite, right?
Which number is 7?
15/7. Positive, negative?
Positive.
Very good. Let's put that plus just to indicate. So now that you know both this, and what is the question? What is the question? I don't know.
Sine u plus v.
Okay, so they ask us, it means they ask you evaluate or figure out what is the exact value. So they ask what is sine of u plus v or minus v?
Plus,
Plus v?
yes.
Okay, I'll write plus v. So in this case, this is the formula says sine of u cosine of v and then plus, right? So if this is the red color u, so this goes right here, and it also goes right here. And the other one is, let's see, if we use the green color v, so there you go v, and then this is agree. And now you just the final step is just plugging in, and you get the answer. Okay, so this equals sine u, where is sine u? Right here? Oh, here. This goes right here, which is 3/5. As I said, this problem is easy because there are no radical sign, right? Are you agreeing with me? What is cosine v? How much is cosine v? Negative 8, yeah. Negative 8 over 17 plus. And then cosine u is right here. So this part goes right here. This goes right here. Agree? That is minus 4/5. So minus 4/5. And put a bracket just to show that that's like together. And sine v, this one goes right here. Which is 15 over 7. If you want, you can put this parenthesis, not needed, just to show that actually I'm multiplying, right? So,
24 over 85 plus negative 60 over 85, which equals negative 84 over 85.
you are doing directly, right? So plus of minus 60, and you know the answer, right? 85, 84,
84.
and nothing crosses out with that. Did you learn 100%? And if you see the other questions are almost the same. What I will do is, this is problem number 10. Okay, what I want to do, will do is, we'll go to directly 7.3, okay? So you can try the rest, you have to do it. Got it?